that's true, how come since the end of the Cold War, there have been 50 million new jobs added to the economy by Democrats and 1 by Republicans total? And we are about to finish the 4-year period that will produce the most new jobs of any 4-year period in the history of the United States. Yeah. So they got a real load to carry, the Republicans. They want to attack Kamala Harris and blame her for anything they managed to keep from happening. Like, they claim she was the border czar. That's not what her jobs are. Her job was to go down to these other countries that were sending us a lot of people and trying to get them to enroll them in a legal process while they were still in the country, so they wouldn't be illegally trafficked, show up at our border, have to be cared for on one side of it or another, and then we'd run the risk of having people get in here who weren't properly vetted. That's what she tried to do. And we had some success with that, but those traffickers, they make a lot of money. So for the last 3 years, the Biden-Harris administration has done increasingly tough things trying to control the border. And the illegal crossings have gone down every year for 3 years. Our friends in the other party don't want to talk about it, but that's true. And then President Biden called the Republican senators who seemed genuinely concerned about it, and he said, look, let's make a deal. Only thing you care about is having fewer people come in, right? And they said, yeah, we don't want them. And they said, well, there is a limit to how many people we can efficiently take, so I'll make a deal with you. I'll take your limit if you'll give me enough money to make sure that these families can stay together and no kids are taken away from their children. That's right. And that's right. If we do serious background checks, so the people who shouldn't get in because they're highly likely to commit crimes don't get in. Let's make that deal. So they made a deal. So Biden then said, you write the first draft of the bill. I trust you. You never hear this. And then Donald Trump hears about it. And he said, oh my God, we can't fix the border. What am I going to do for TV ads? Who am I going to demonize every day? I don't get into politics to solve problems. I get in it to create problems and blame other people for doing it. He learned from his great mentor, Roy Cohn, who helped Senator Joe McCarthy. Deny everything and accuse other people of doing what you're doing. So there it was on a silver platter, a new direction to manage an immigration crisis in a tough time where there's all this upheaval all over the world, where there are border problems all over the world, where millions of people are trying to escape the misery they're in. And other people are saying, well, I want to do what I can and take what I can, but maybe there's a limit to how much we can do. In other words, I don't think Americans are anti-immigration, they're anti-chaos, right? They don't want us to do more than we can, but they recognize, at least most people do, we got the lowest birth rate we've had in well over 100 years. We're not at replacement level, which means we got to have somebody come here if we want to keep growing the economy. Unless one of you is one of these artificial intelligence geniuses and figured out how we can all grow with no work, which I'm not sure would be good for us. I think, it helps us a little to get up and go to work every day. So what you've got is a clear choice. Kamala Harris has offered a credible, compelling economic program.